I'm Julie Jaman, and I live in a very small town on the Olympic Peninsula in Washington State. It's the pool is up at the old school campus of Mountain View, and it's the community pool. Used to swim regularly every week, sometimes twice a week, and I was back in July of 2022 swimming, and as usual, I got out of the pool, went to the dressing and shower room, all one room. I heard a man's voice. I just couldn't believe my ears. I opened the curtains, and there, a very short distance from me, was standing a man in a woman's bathing suit, watching at least two little girls, helping them take off their suits. And I told him to leave. You need to get out of here right now.
She found, a man in the woman's locker room, and she was concerned about that. So she, raised concern with the management. And she was promptly banned.
She told me that was discrimination and that I had to leave the pool and that I could never come swim at a Y pool again. I went to the police. I asked to make a report. The Y believed that signs that were posted in the pool area that said, "Everybody welcome," was how she assumed women knew that men would be allowed in the women's dressing area. I decided on my own, since I didn't know about it, nobody I knew anything about this business, that I was going to inform people that use the pool what was going on. So I created a small sign. And I went to the city council at their regular meeting, and I stood up and was allowed to make a 3-minute comment.
In an effort by the city and the YMCA to apply the neocultural gender rules at Mountain View Pool, women and children are being put at risk. There is no signage informing women the shower room is now all gender and what that means, nor have parents been informed. It is unconscionable that the YMCA would instigate these new policies without clearly informing pool patrons and parents. We need to do much more intelligent and wise about applying the rules and developing policies that are respectful and inclusive. Thank you.
Thank you.
When I finished, I said thank you. The room erupted in clapping and cheering, and the comments went on for hours. I mean, the council didn't know what to do with all of this.
But the problems didn't stop there. Take a look at this. She's given a speech a couple days ago. Transgender activists began heckling and intimidating her.
We set up a loudspeaker, and I was asked to step up to the microphone, making incredible noise, attempting to block out anything that anybody at the microphone was saying. They shoved and pushed women around. They stole things. One of the bicyclists ran into me and I sprained an ankle. Another woman had to be taken to the hospital, and still the police stood across the street and watched. I wanted women that used the pool to know that they might run into men in the women's locker room, and I wanted them to know that their children might also, because to the best of my knowledge, no parents, nobody in the community had been informed. Can't tell you how amazing it has been to find out how much support exists, not just for me, but around this issue. I go out to shop in our little town, and it is not infrequent that mostly women come up to me, people I don't know, and they simply say, thank you. Thank you for standing up. Thank you for doing this.
I mean, hundreds, maybe even millions of people know of this, and they have sent support to me in all kinds of ways. It wasn't my plan, but it is just amazing how concerned people are from all over the country.
The oppression that is showing itself through this particular issue is incredibly intolerable, and it's going to take and is taking a very big battle.
But it's also a difficult legal challenge to bring. And we thought right now it was first and foremost most important to get Julie back in the pool and hold the Y and the city accountable for the violation of her First Amendment rights, her speech rights.
Because this is a problem, a big problem in schools and in communities. It's stunning what might be happening at this point in terms of safety and privacy for women.
You look at what kind of precedents is going to set elsewhere. I guess, is there any larger thing you hope would come away from this if your lawsuit is successful?
The upside of all of this is just how much light has been cast into this particular case and what happened to me, because women have become more and more aware of the fact that they have lost their rights to speak and to be safe and have privacy. And I'm speaking up because I'm hoping this helps women.